Hi everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to May's Simple Stories Saturday, the monthly hop where a bunch of us get together and share in our love for simple stories. And I am going all out simple stories. I'm adding in some Bramble Fox acrylic and Dotty About Flair, possibly Distressing from Tim Holtz, but apart from that it's all about simple stories. I have done some prep, as you can see, so let's have a chat about that. I have got two photos of Mick and Tom at Discovery Cove, and I have cut white maps, and I've also cut two journal elements which I'm going to use to layer up behind my photos. I've got two possible titles, Ocean Waves and Fun Ahoy. Now it was Discovery Cove, but we are in waters, so you know, ideally I want to use this, but I think it's going to be too dark. So we may use this one, and I might just go with it, because why not? I have got this, which is approximately 10 by what? 10 by 10 roughly, and basically it is a sheet of basil white cardstock, and I have just torn it all the way around. I've gone very bumpy, and then literally I screwed it up into a ball and I've pulled it back out, and it's really crumpled, really messy, really torn, and that's how we are leaving it. I also have this sheet of paper which has come from the brand new, and I'm so excited about this collection. I only have the collection kit, so I do have the stickers, so we could use one of these as a title as well, because I do have two of my newly organised Bramble Fox trays. This is only two of them. I'll do a video to show them all at another point. But I do have all the other ocean bits, so I'm definitely going to use some Bramble Fox. Ideally one of those titles, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. So this is the brand new Simple Stories Simple Vintage Seas, and it is designed by Katie, who also designed Spectrum Sherbet, which I think is absolutely fabulous. And as I said, don't have any embellishments. I do have this stencil, and I was considering stenciling onto this, so we'll see how that goes. So this paper is from that, and that is the journal elements paper where I got the two journaling bits. This paper is, I didn't remember to keep it, so it's the torn bit, is the By the Sea. The B-side is this red, which is gorgeous, but I'm going to use this, and I'm actually going to cover it up, but I intend on buying another collection kit, so it's okay. It's okay. I need to use this paper as is as well. So that is what I'm using as the base. Then all of these circles have come from Simple Stories Simple Vintage Coastal. Some of this is from 2020, some of it is from the re-release last year, and I basically used scraps and the 6x8 paper pad, and I have a ton of embellishments from this collection, so we shall have some fun embellishing. I picked three Flair out. These are all from the May release, and then I have my Flair tray, which are all mixed up, and we can just pull out the colours that we need from there. Let me grab my phone. The sketch we are using is this one. This is the latest sketch from Lisa Sikorsky at Scrapper Sketch, and was designed to use with Flair. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 circles, 2 photos, title, and it looks to be some mixed media, which is where I grabbed my idea of using the white torn cardstock, because I'm lazy and I didn't want to do mixed media. Okay, so what I plan on doing is stenciling on here a little bit. Now I am going to have to stick this down really very well. Good news is tape has come back in stock for this. Not good news is I can't figure out how to put the bigger, thicker tape in there, so we'll be back to the usual for today. I've got Distress Ink in Salty Ocean. I'm going to grab the Oh So Lovely Wave stencil, which is again brand new with this collection. There we go. It's a shame they don't put a pattern on there, but anyway. So our photos are roughly going to go here and here, so that's where I'm going to focus my stenciling, because why not? And it is crumpled, and yes, I could wait until I've stuck it down to do it, but I kind of want it to go crumply as well, which is why I'm sticking with it, okay? And I'm going very roughly, very roughly, very roughly, there we go, done. That's all I'm doing. It's just a touch of it to give it a little bit of oomph and a little bit more detail to our page. Okay. Then we're going to attempt to stick this down so that it's as flat as can be whilst maintaining some of that texture. Okay. Another way to also do it would be to tear it, wet it completely, then screw it up into the ball, then unscrew it up from the ball so it'll lie flat when it's wet, and then put it under something heavy to dry, and you'll have the perfect distressed paper, which is fun. So this is going to go there. Okay. Now I actually wanted it to go that way, but I didn't check that, did I? So we're just going to tear a bit more off here, and that is because ideally I would like this seagull up here to be on show. So we're going to come down like so, and that is how it's going to end up looking, okay? So need to put a bit of extra tape there. I love this collection so much, so exciting. Now what I was thinking is, what I really love is all this detail is sneaking out and it's pulling in the detail from our photos. So I'm going to skip ahead and let's mat our photos. Hopefully I have measured these right for the change, because you know what I'm like. And then my thinking was just sort of having a bit of a wonky mat for it really, and it doesn't even cover the whole photo, whereas this one is going to be more than the photo, and it's all about nothing matches, nothing is perfect, it's all distressed and texturized and wonky and amazing, because that's the way I rock. No, that's the way I roll. Okay. So that's that way, and we're going to put this one at an angle in there. So that's what our photo is going to look like, and they're going to sort of go like this. I'll probably end up covering the stenciling anyway, but at least I've done it. At least I've tried it. Okay, and I'm just going to take these and stick them down. We're going to overlap the paper, and we're also going to overlap the circles, okay? So I'm going to pull out a couple of these. So these are just foam dots. These ones are quite dimensional, so if you didn't want quite as much dimension, you could very easily use flatter ones basically. Okay. And I am making sure that all of my circles overlap, but don't only overlap a certain way, okay? If that makes any sense. So I don't want them like this. I want them to be seen to be separate, if that makes any sense at all. Let's pop this one up on a bit of foam. I need to use 3, I think, because this one's a bit bowy. Bowie. It's another scrapbooking term. Probably needed to use 4, but maybe if we do it like that, it'll be okay. I'm going to pop that one there. So as you can see, we're just getting that line. I am going rogue on the sketch, obviously, because I'm Adam and that is what I do. But Lisa won't mind. we're good. She won't mind. That one's coming there. So we're sort of making two lines, I guess. If I take this bit and just move that over ever so slightly. So then you can see two definitive lines there, which I really like. And I'm not sticking them up in any kind of order or anything like that. I need some hold music when I'm doing stuff that I don't really need to talk about. Rather than talking rubbish, I can just press play and it'll be like, thank you for holding. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm talking absolute rubbish. I hope you don't mind. But Scrappy Adam is back. And I'm so happy to be back with you all. So that is what we are up to, okay? Now, I know not many people are going to like it. It's not looking how I thought it would look, but I'm going to stick with it. And my thinking was that we would have flare on each of these, like so. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flare. In terms of photos, I think we're going to have them something like this. So I am going to end up covering my stenciling, but that's okay because it doesn't look as good as I thought it would, so I am not too bothered. And then this one is going to go there. Tuck that under a bit. So it's a super easy design, and it's definitely one that I will use time and time and time again. Okay, now let's see what this title would look like. Fun ahoy! We're in water. It's all about fun and discovering, isn't it, at Discovery Cove? So I think this title works well. It's all sea related in some manner. Okay. So we could put it there. Could put it there actually. I quite like it there, although it doesn't show up very well on camera, but it does show up better in real life. But equally, let's check out this for some potential titles. And I think we have some foam stickers as well. We do. This, as I said, I don't have anything other than this sticker sheet in terms of embellishments yet. Okay, so they're not going to really work. Seize the day, you are my anchor, that would work nice. It's a lot of white there, but it could work. What do we think? Okay. We're going to go with that. Right, then I'm going to pull out this, and this is all manner of, it's this Sea Life collection from Bramble Fox. I think there's still some available, which is super fun because it's super value when you buy the full collection kit, and you get some freebies thrown in as well. And who doesn't love a freebie? That's what I say. So I'd like to use this anchor. There we go. So I think it might be fun to use some thread with it. Let's have a look. I always use too much thread, but then I'm always worried about running out. Okay. So we could, maybe this is getting a bit too fiddly for me, but I could tie that around there, like so. So that just sort of hangs down. Yeah, that's quite funky, like that. Then we've got a flare as well. It's just a case of deciding what to use. I know I want to use some seagulls. They are classic Bramble Fox, aren't they? And this is the perfect page. Not that there were any seagulls at Discovery Cove, but it's a beachy kind of page. So, roll with it, really. Pop that there. We do have some boats and lighthouses and so much fun, this collection. I love it. I also have these bubbles, which I do really like as well. Just going to sort of lift these edges up a bit and make them a bit messier, because clearly they're not messy enough. Okay. I'm not going to force myself to use things if it doesn't come naturally. But I always want to use Bramble Fox, and I haven't used them as much. I did go through a little phase because they're so unorganised, so I'm really pleased to be organising them. I've just got to sort my titles out, then maybe I'll do a video because there are quite a lot to see. I'm going to pop that up there. And I know a lot of people have asked how I store mine, etc. So I shall show you. Okay. I'm going to pull these out. Now I would like to use some fishes. I keep putting my adhesive away. Okay. I'm actually going to put that fish there, and we're going to put one of these flare there. There we go. This page is not coming out as I first imagined it, and that is okay. My pages often don't look how I envisage them. I really want to use some red and green, thinking maybe I shouldn't and should have just kept it as it was. I don't know. Okay, I'd like to use this paddle as well. Going to use that there. Then we've got a red flare, which I'm not going to put on a red circle. I'm actually going to put that there. We've got this light blue one, which again, I'm not going to put on a blue one. We're actually going to put it on this one. There we go. And remember that anchor isn't glued down, it's merely dangling, which is fun. I've run out of my flatter foam dots for a minute. Okay. It'd be quite fun to use a green wood grain because we have wood grain in some of the circles. So it'd be a nice difference, I think. Then we do have a neutral floral, and I think we can get away with it because I've used these neutral pieces. I think that will work, hopefully. There we go. It's also a great page to use your flare on as well. Got this subtitle piece that says "Time to Unwind." I know I'm flitting between things, it's just kind of the way I work. Hopefully I'm not making you too dizzy. Then we've got this flare, which is a light blue one, and I think we'll pop that one up here. I am still going to put one there. Then I'm going to have another green one. I want to emphasise the green of the trees in the photos, hence why I wanted to use some green. And then, don't really want to use a red flare. I guess we could use pink. Oh no. No, no, no. Could use that. It's just a case of diving in and seeing what works, really. There's no rules as to what we can use. I'm wondering whether I should just go... Yeah. I'm now actually wondering, should I use the red flare on the red piece and not try and be clever? I'm thinking that's the wise thing to do, and we'll use that one on there. Okay, I'm happy with them. Probably not going to get any flare elsewhere, unless it's a epoxy. I have got this small plus sign. That would fit very nicely in there. Okay, pop that there. I'll stick it down properly later. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the flare thing now. I do love a sketch that gives us lots of opportunity for flare, and of course Lisa is on my design team and also produces the flare for me now, so I'm sure you'll find lots and lots of them, and those of you that are coming to the Dossy About Flare crop are in for a treat. Okay, I don't think I need to add an awful lot more. Yeah, as I said, things don't always come out how you expect them to, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just the way it works, I guess. I might use one of these bubbles. These are the kind of things that I love, and I do genuinely need a full pack of. But when I come to use them, I always struggle with the placement. Is anybody else with me there? Like, it just doesn't look right to me. So we could put a boat, but I'm going to put an anchor, whatever you call it, wheel. And yes, it doesn't have any direct sort of bearings, but we're water, Discovery Cove, cruisy. I do need to keep a lot of them for cruise photos, which are upcoming. It's also a great example of using your circles. So we've got a flare on them, then we've got acrylic on them, and then we've got flare with acrylic on top of the flare. Don't be afraid to layer up your flare and really utilise that space you have. Okay. Gonna put a little phrase there. It's definitely different. I think I could have used this without the greens. Kind of like the greens, so I'm not going to go ahead and change it or anything like that, but I would probably leave out the green next time. I just don't think it's that bad that I need to change it. Let me know. Would you change it? Okay. Then we have got some of these. I love this sign. We'll put some extra D6. It is quite old, that one. This is from what's it from? Vintage Costal. I have got some bits that aren't simple stories in there. Kind of just goes, so I keep it all together, but I won't be using any. Hey, hey, sunshine. Okay. Really like this, but it's not going to fit on this page, I don't think. No, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to grab, kind of want to do some splatters, but I don't want to ruin it. You ever get that feeling? So I'm not sure I'm going to do the splatters. I think that's going to be it. I think that is going to be it. I'm really happy with how this looks. And let's add a little heart there. So there's something on all of the flare apart from the two middle ones. Let's pop something on them. There we go, we've got a blue heart down there, and I love these hearts because they have a sort of distressed matte detail to them. Okay, I think that is going to be it, guys. I think. What do we think? Should I have switched out the green? Okay. That's going to do it. I'm actually quite happy with it. It's come out cute. It's very heavy, but that is where we have finished up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and please do remember that this hop is organised by the ever so lovely Joanne Bartle. You can check out her video and everybody else playing along with this month's Simple Stories Saturday in the description box down below. I know they would really appreciate you hopping along and watching and liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It really does help us YouTubers, and we all appreciate it so very much. I will see you again very soon for another video. Bye for now.